portion of the class is usually meditation, then we do exercises. I'm explaining to you as we go along so you kind of know what the structure of the class would be, okay? So then exercise, then we do martial arts, then we do discussion in a group setting. Does it make sense? So bowing, very important, very traditional, right? So this is Sunmin Shulu. Sunmin Shulu is the name of our system. So the way we bow here, being that it's partly Chinese and partly Japanese, partly American, would use Chinese tradition. This system came from Chinese Kempo, Shaolin Chinese Kempo, we call Chuan Pa. Okay? Although we're using kind of like Japanese uniforms, it's still the technique of it comes from there. So we bow like we bow in Chinese. We call this a fighting monk. Make a right fist, open hand, open left hand, thumb over thumb. Okay? Like this. Put the left foot out, bend down, and bring it in. Okay, so we're gonna say bow in martial arts in our dojo. Okay, sit down. You're gonna meditate. While you're meditating, breathe deeply. Try not to move any muscles if you can. Okay, concentrate on the center. What I'd like you to do is focus on, imagine there's something in the middle, like a fire. And with your mind, make the fire bigger, stronger. While you're doing this, breathe slowly. Concentrate on your inside as well as the outside. Okay? Close your eyes, breathe. You may not be able to handle all the exercise, it's fine. Do what you can do. But you gotta you have to try to do the best you can do. Even if it hurts, give it a try, okay? In other words, if you want to use your mind for your body, if it hurts, what I do is I close my eyes and I breathe. Breathing is the most important thing, right? So if you breathe, even if it hurts, if you focus on your breathing rather than on your pain, your mind will take care of it. Breathe. Follow me. Through your nose. Within 3 times, you should be able to restore your breathing. Now, push-ups. Let's go. Now push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe. How many of you watched Karate Kid Part 2 with Danielle Sun and Mr. Miyagi? Original Karate Kid. There's a part when Danielle Sun goes in, rattled, and he's sitting there, oh my God, my belt will laugh, and he's all over the place. So Mr. Miyagi says, puts the nail, and he takes a hammer and went, wow, the one hit, he goes right inside. He says, you do it. I can't do it. You can do it. So as he does that, guess what? He's all over the place. So he says, stop, breathe. Start breathing. What does breathing do? As you said before, it does what? Focuses you. Exactly. Breathing focuses you. So whenever you rattle, whenever you're all over the place, anxiety-wise, or just feeling like stressed out, slow down your breathing. Start breathing slowly. The reason we do this is because you get oxygen into your system, into your lungs. You open up your chest, you open up your lungs, taking oxygen, breathe it out. That's an important aspect of any martial arts or any, if you want to control your anxiety and stuff like that. Bend your arms, bend your knees, Ready? With Kia. Kia! Excellent. Oh, now we do it. Ready? Fear. Okay, what are you afraid of the most?
What, a king?
Am I going to kill you? Is that what I'm here for?
No, can't play to fun with me.
So your fear is I'm going to step right through you. My leg is going to go right through your body and... Okay, so what's your fear?
Takes like skin.
But am I? How about if I teach you how to Kia? And if you concentrate properly, you won't feel anything. Well, let's give it a try. Put your hands like this. Do you know how to laugh? You know how you're laughing now? You're breathing out? That's actually Kia. When you breathe in, you go, ha, ha, ha. When you do that, you tighten your stomach. You breathe out the air, you tighten the stomach, right? Right?
You just flex with.
Laugh. There. Aren't you tightening your stomach right now? That's the same thing. Now, we're going to apply the same principle of laughter to Kia. You know how to Kia? Exactly. Now, when I do this, there's some voice. Yeah! No, not it. Yeah! Let it go. Like that. Now, I promise you I won't hurt you. Ready? Kia. Again, when you feel pressure, go. Excellent. Again. There you go. Exactly. All your fears are at the door. Right? Right. So when you try something new, it's always scary. It's always scary. Right? But when you try it and you go, oh, that's not so bad. Done. Here we go. Ready? Kia. Beautiful. That wasn't so bad, was it? Amazing. Okay, so concludes our portion of exercises. By the way, the title for our system martial arts or any Chinese martial arts is Sifu. Not seafood, Sifu. Have you seen, what is that, the Kung Fu Panda? What was the master's name? Master Shifu, right? But that's the kind of play of words of Sifu. Sifu means a teacher. In Japanese, it calls sensei. You've heard of that before, right? Sensei is a teacher. The Korean is sabunyum. We call it Sifu because of our coming from back then. So you can call me Sifu, Dr. Resnick, whatever you want to call me. Fine. I have no issue with titles. Now, introduce yourself so everybody knows each other. Eitan.
Michael. It's Oliver. So one of the first things that we teach importantly
So one of the first things that we teach importantly is loud sound.
Kia is not just a scream.
Kia is not just a scream. It's a lot of things. So in the original movie, not the remake, there's something they can do. They call it the Weirden Way. The Weirden Way, if you remember what that is, they got to do this in the second movie because they haven't done it yet. It's how to use a weapon. A weapon, it's a fire weapon, but they do it with a sound. They focus the weapon, they go, yeah! And it shoots. In other words, your intensity, your voice, your internal drive is what fires the weapon. It's a really unique way of explaining how to do Kia. There's two words. Put it together. It's explosive. So part of Kia is self-expression. So if I mean something to somebody, my face, my body motions, my Kia, everything shows my meaning intention, correct? Okay, cool. So imagine you're a teacher, okay? And you just gave me a grade that I did not deserve. And I come up to you, do I do this? Being that? No. Is it assertive or is it aggressive? Aggressive. How would I do it assertively? What would I do differently? Not abusing you. Now, if you, a teacher or anybody else, if I do it like this to you, how would you feel?
Why is the kid screaming in my face?
Huh?
Why is the kid screaming in my face?
Right. And you would feel threatened.
Yeah.
What might you do if you're threatened?
You defend yourself.
So, but let's just use the same concept without actually hurting each other or anybody else. So if I do, sir, I don't really deserve this grade. Here's the reason why I don't deserve this grade. And I understand you're my teacher and I'm a student. I want to learn, I want you to teach me. But I want to be fairly taught. So if you have a moment and opportunity, can we sit down and talk about my grade? Why I don't deserve it? Would that be a better way of doing it? What do you think? What do you think? Right. So naturally students are afraid of authority. But Kia comes through not necessarily in your face kind of a thing, but it comes through assertiveness. Does that make sense? Right? Sir, it's almost like, Ka! Almost the same but different. I believe I deserve a grade. Ka, 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 ka! That sounds weird, right? But it makes sense. So metaphorically we're speaking, metaphorically Kia is not just screaming somebody's face. It's a lot more than that. And we use in martial arts to make a point. Not only that, we focus the energy on a point. So if I want to break a board, if I want to break that concrete, if I want to break something, I don't just use my hands, I use Kia, my body intention, and I don't break it with my body, I break it with my Kia, my mind. Understand? Hey! 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 Breathe. Now it could be a personal issue, something that is personal to you. You don't have to say what it is. If you don't want to, you can just imagine that issue, and by actually doing the punches, you're gonna keep thinking about that issue, whatever that is, okay? And we're gonna keep doing this until the issue will let go a little bit more, okay? So put your hands over here, close your eyes, start. Yeah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now I'm going to teach you what they are. So 3 happens upon grab or upon punch. So somebody punches. So if you punch me, punch. Come around, block. Punch, block. There's a reason for that. Not yet. I don't know yet, but one day you will. Again, punch, block. Punch, block. The other one, if I go from the top, punch, 5, 6. 5, 6. So there's a practical thing that that also applies in these techniques. Sometimes from the punch, and I use it in sparring, sometimes from the grab. So if I grab you, for whatever reason, you know, I want money, I want to push you, I want to punch you, whatever, I grab you and I pull you. So when you grab, it's the reason you scratch from the outside is because you break away. Okay, grab the other side, grab, boom. Okay, you block, you break away. Or if it's a big person, which I'm not, but some people are, if you grab me and I cannot do this, I go up instead. Grab, I go up instead. Now, believe it or not, you guys don't remember this, but the same technique can be very, very devastating. It can actually break arms. How does it work? Now, remember wax on, wax off? Wax on, wax off. Do you know what I'm talking about? Pull it on, hang it up, throw it down. Okay, you know why he was doing it? Do you know why they were doing wax on, wax off?
Because it's...
But do you know, in the beginning he did not know why he was doing it, right? Yeah. He was kind of like, oh, okay, I'm tired of doing paint the house, paint the fence, sand the floor. Why are you doing this to me? You're making me like you know, do all the work. The reason he was doing it because he was trying to teach him without actually making him understand. Just do the motions, learn the motions, get used to the motions, get your body in gear. Once you get the body in gear, then you can apply the meaning and why it means. So a lot of martial arts that we teach is, what is that for? It's not really practical. Well, how does that work? What if I do this? What if? So in the beginning, we teach you wax on, wax off. We just give you movement, give you techniques. At some point, we change it, we apply meaning to this. If I show you the real meaning for the same thing that would happen if you grab it with the same hand, grab it with the same hand. Guys, grab. No, just grab it with the same hard, look hard. So I do the same technique and it breaks the arm. That would be an actual technique the same way. If I finish the technique, the arm will pop up. Or if you grab it this way, strong. And I can't do this, I go that way instead. That's the same technique as that. So techniques have multiple meanings. Just because, it doesn't work. And I always have people in class, what if a person does this, and what if that, what if that? What if the building will collapse and you're underneath of it? Oh well. So trust teachings, trust martial arts, trust techniques, trust yourself is what you need to do. Understand? I was watching a movie, I forgot what it was, it's an old movie. And this guy is doing kata, like basic kata, over and over and over. And he's like bored. So he says to the master, come on, I know better, I know more stuff than that. So the master gives up, he's on the floor. What happened? Well, I thought you knew better than that, you know techniques. And he says, oh, no, I don't, so keep practicing. So something interesting. Grandmasters, masters, people white belt, people my rank, what do we practice? Because if you need a building, you need bricks. You need a building block. Without the bricks, you're not going to get a building. Make sense? I can do the most complicated triple jump, or I can go back to basics. Because if there's a real fight outside, whatever you are, you're not going to do cartwheels and spinning hooks and flying. You're not going to do that. You're going to do basics. So if you were to practice and choose to practice, what would you practice? Would it be basics? Oh. So now, open floor. You guys can talk about your experience today, your experience of other places, how you're dealing with other people. You want to talk about deep issues, not so deep issues. Go for it. Who would like to say something? Starting maybe with this class. You're new, right? What's your experience today?
Today?
Yeah.
It was interesting, it was nice. Yeah.
How did you feel in the class meeting for the first time doing the stuff you haven't done for years?
Well, this is going to sound funny, but I could have done better.
Why do you say that?
I mean, I messed up a lot, and I feel, I don't know. Maybe we just could have done better, I don't know.
What do you guys think what he just said? What do you think what he said? He said you could have done better, he messed up a lot. What do you guys think about that?
It was his first time.
Yeah, first time here at least.
Right.
But
Do you want to know when he practiced last? With somebody else?
I don't remember.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know.
It's been that long, huh? How old were you approximately? When you practiced?
Oh, sorry. Right now I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
But, 11 or 12.
That would be about 6 years ago? 5 to 6 years ago? So he said he wasn't sure, he messed up a lot, he could have done better. What do you think of all that?
well, that's fine. So, well, it depends how long he did it. Before, how long he did it when he was 11 years
Ask him.
old. How long did you do it?
I don't know, probably for a year maybe.
Well,
Yeah, no, just a year.
so, first off, it's 6 years.
Uh-huh.
And then, yeah. So,
Okay. So if you were given to advice, reflect what you just said about him not being so awkward or being not so coordinated, could have done better. What kind of things would you want to suggest for him? Anyone can go.
I guess don't really look at people's feelings when you're trying to do something.
Is that one of the issues? Is that one of the issues?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
So you said don't look at other people's opinions when you're doing something. Do you think it's one of those issues? What do you think?
Possibly.
Okay. You're an observer, so you've seen this. What do you think? Based on what he said, what do you think?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. So a novice who's watching it for the first time says that
What's the other thing?
a novice is new, kind of new to the observation, new to you. He's novice to you to see. You've never met you before. Now he says, well, you know, your opinion matters from other people. True?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, come on. More feedback. Huh?
I gotta think of some.
So, okay, I have a question for you then. You gave him that opinion. Do you see yourself in the same category about your opinion maybe matter to other people? Or whether the opinion is based on other people for you?
When I first came here, yeah.
Yeah? How did it matter for you?
Like that, I would embarrass myself.
Okay, like here.
Yeah.
What about other places? Let's say when in school, with friends, among adults, things like that. How that
Well,
matters?
yeah, it's on like the same basis for everything. Like when it's your first time, you're gonna care more about people's opinions. But once you start like
Exactly.
going more often, you get more comfortable and confident.
You build confidence.
Yeah.
You said exactly. What does that mean?
Like the more you go there, the more you know the people, the more like let's say you're going to school, your first day in like a new school, and the more like in maybe like a month you already know everyone's names, probably their favorite color.
That's the initial stuff. But let's go beyond the first day. Let's say, because Michael's has noticed, yes, it's first time, so it's kind of like feels awkward. But he said he could have done better. I'm curious about that statement. Could have done better. What do you mean? Like it could have been showing like daggers and flying knives and all that kind of like Bruce Lee, you know, Jackie Chan.
Exactly that. No.
Oh, I messed up a lot.
What? What do you mean messed up? I don't
Probably he
understand.
could have like maybe like for his first time he was focused on like, oh my god, what do these people think about me, and like not like exactly about all of like the 12 bases. Probably he was mostly focused on like am I really gonna fit into like this course?
Okay, so that's interesting. What do you think of what he said?
I think, yeah.
You more worried about other people evaluating, or you worried about evaluating yourself? Like you said, you could have done better.
I guess both at the same time.
Okay, as compared to what?
Well, I mean, what you said, evaluating myself and how other people evaluate me.
But you're comparing yourself to what? In other words, I should have done better. So what's your comparison point?
More like just if I didn't mess up there, then I guess
But you have to have a comparison point. In other words, so if I say to you, this is my penmanship and I'm writing, so you have a point of comparison. You're going to try to match my penmanship. So you have a point of comparison. I want to do like you, right? So what is your point of comparison when it comes to martial arts or just in general?
I mean, I guess there's really not. I feel like whenever I mess up, I look stupid and I don't want to look stupid unintentionally.
I get that. I get it. What do you think? Huh?
Everyone does that.
Everyone like that? You like that too?
Yeah, but like at your first day, yeah.
Okay, but let's say it's not your first day, because I have a feeling that it's not just the first time that he does it to himself. It sounds to me like he does it to himself all the time. True? Or is it just the first time you're in an awkward situation, or you always judge yourself, always you're afraid of messing up?
No,
It's always like that. No, I know, just, kind of bring it up as because you brought up a really important point. I think you're not the only one. Everybody here, including myself, at some point, are afraid of looking a particular way. True? So, in front of peers, okay, I have a question for you. Important question. You're in a particular place, in a particular school. I won't say what it is, but you're in a particular school, right?
The first time you got there and you see all these personalities, you see all these individuals with their what they do, how did you feel in that school?
I don't belong there.
Okay, but you're there, right? So, huh?
He was there either way.
Yeah. Do you mind saying where you are? Because I think you don't know what we're talking about. Do you mind saying where you are?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You know what an alternative school is?
Opportunity school.
Oh yeah.
What?
Opportunity school.
Like, what do you mean?
So there's regular school, and then there's a school for those who are not allowed in a regular school for whatever reason, for committing a crime, for preventing jail, or from doing things that you're not supposed to. They get put for a time in that school. Oliver is in that school. Oh, I'm sorry. Always in the school. Erase Oliver. His name. Take it out when we do. Okay. So you're in that school, right? I will let him tell you, because I don't want to say. I would let him say. If you don't remember, if you don't mind saying what it is, because I don't think they know. Although it's not my question to you. My question is something else. But if you don't mind saying what that is, it's your choice. If you want. If you don't.
Yeah, so it was like a joke that I made online, and I got arrested for it, and I went to jail, and it was just like a whole thing because of like a little joke.
The joke was he said he's going to burn down the school. That was the joke. It wasn't really a joke. It was a true joke, but that people didn't take it that way. So when it went on internet,
There
and
was
then
this other kid, in like 7th grade, I think. He posted a picture of him like naked, and he got like expelled like for like a month.
oh yeah, that's also pretty bad. Yeah. So the question isn't about where the whole situation. He'll share with that a little bit later on. But my question now, you got to this opportunity school. You see all these thugs, people who committed serious crimes, much worse than yours, and now you are in the midst of self-evaluation. You're walking in this environment. Michael walked into the environment new, unsure, kind of like, well, I should do better.
Wait a minute, so there's like in history, there's like people who actually like committed like bad stuff.
Ask him.
Yeah.
Robbing stores, stealing cars, selling drugs, killing people.
And that's the school he's in. And he's facing this every day, potentially being one of the victims.
Is
You
there
get put
like,
back into a regular school? Is there any way? You can, but there's like a sentence that you have to be there for. So I have to be there for 2 years, which is the max.
In schools.
You just started.
I've been going like 5 months, I think, something like that. 4.
Seems like a harsh sentence.
Well, do you remember what happened in Florida? The gun shooting, the school got shoot up, so they're very sensitive about any kind of thing that has to do with schools.
Wait, but then like, do they know like, so this person that like killing people and everything and like robbing stores, do they like also like do they do it in that school or there's like super high security?
It's high security. They like when you enter the school, we don't even have backpacks in the school. We like everything that we use, we leave it at the school. And when you come to school, you have to walk through a metal detector. They pat you down and like the little like metal detector thing that they like frisk you
So like
down.
no like armor, no guns, drugs.
No. If they find anything like that, there's like a police station attached to the school, and they
Yeah,
just call
same
the
thing with
police.
mine. So like, so there's a war in my country and another country, and that country is bad, so they're coming here because like some of those people from that country like heard that there was a lot of Jewish schools and like
You're talking about terrorists,
yeah, terrorists.
right? So his family is from Israel.
Yeah, exactly.
Correct? Yeah.
And so, and like, they heard that there was like Israeli schools in America, so now they're like coming. So now there's like two police cars with armored. Once they saw like a police car walking, when they just announced it on the news with an AK in his arm like this, and like 2 pistols over here.
Is that scary
No,
for you?
no,
It's not scary.
no.
Okay.
I have a gun game that I literally attach like straight up.
You have a
knives.
gun.
No. No,
Okay.
I have a gun game on my PS5 that I can attach like mags to it, aim assistance, like red eyesight.
Yeah, okay, and that's a PS5. It's a game.
That's a game,
It's a
yeah.
console. It's not a real thing.
Exactly.
Right, you don't go shoot people.
But is it scary to go to a school that has to be protected by
No.
police with rifles?
No. No.
No.
No.
I guess it just maybe
That
gives you.
terrorists are targeting?
No. If anyone else, I want to see like it happen.
So let me give a comparison because essentially you said that it sounds strange, but okay. You know how there's a hurricane, and you sit at the window and the wind picks up and you're waiting for this wind to really pick up and you want to see the tree flies because it's so exciting to see, kind of like that. So in his mind it's kind of excitement until something actually happens, until somebody gets hurt, until somebody throws stick at somebody else, and the person goes to the hospital, the cops come in, and all of a sudden the school's swarmed with police. So it's not a very comfortable situation, although you don't see that.
Either way, we have like fire drills, lockdown, some schools
Yeah.
only do it.
That's for every school.
Yeah. Every school does that.
But either way, like all of those policemen come out and like check on the doors if they're locked, windows down, like the.
So that seems more exciting than scary for you.
Yeah.
Okay, but for some people it's very scary. I mean, to you it's just because it's kind of fun thing to,
You know, once we had a lockdown this year, our science teacher, she put down the thing, and then there was a girl right here, and she was like, "If you don't go to the back, you're gonna get the first one shot." And she's like, she runs.
She
to
got
the
scared.
back. She like runs to the back.
Right, well, what do you think? I mean, that's pretty scary. Think about it.
Yeah.
He has to go to school, but that's a reality all the time. Well, the person who's sitting next to you behind a desk murdered somebody 2 months ago, or in the process of being going to court, and now they put him in the school because he actually killed somebody recently, and he's sitting next to him.
There's
That's
someone dealing drugs right here, and someone killing someone.
right,
Right here. There's
right.
What about the teachers?
Wait. He's talking about walking to a school where there's metal detectors that check you all the time. There's a police station literally next to the school, attached to the school. So if
There's
anything
a
goes.
police. They literally have their own policemen hired. Like there's a.
No, I get it, school police. That actually is on the premises. You walk into a school, it looks like a jail. It's not like a regular school building and palm trees and and happy day. No, it looks like a jail. You feel like you're in jail. That's what it looks like. You should go on tour one day. So,
Like how do those people look like? Are they like how like are they like your age or like their own?
No, it's like, it's all mostly my age. It's like mostly high school, middle school, but there's still some like little kids in there like your age too.
What
with
do
the crime.
What did
Yeah.
they do? What did they do?
But they don't like
What did they do?
as bad things as like the older kids do. But like I'm talking about like you could still be sent to that school for like a shorter time for doing something like not as bad. Like for example, if you like hit a teacher or like also like make a threat towards the school, they could send you to an alternative school, but not for 2 years, like maybe for like 4 months.
Yeah. But he's got the highest.
For some reason.
Yeah. What do you think of the situation?
I think that, I mean, even though the message was bad, I think that was way too harsh of a punishment.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
thank God that it is.
even given the certain these circumstances, I feel like, I mean, it also depends on the message. But, I mean, I can make jokes about like, oh, I want to burn down my school, right? Or I want to like, I'm going to bring a bomb to my school and explode it, right? I don't actually mean it, right? And
No one
I feel
knows.
like even people, the reporting, like I could say right now, I'm gonna bomb my school, but I don't actually mean it. This is a joke, right? And it's really that this just sucks.
So ask him if he actually meant it.
Did you mean it? Oh,
It was a joke, right? It was a stupid joke, but it was
Yeah.
a joke.
Then the police don't care if you're joking or not. They're like, Mostly, if they lock you up for it, they're happy and they're like, I just
Richard, you
prevented
went
the
to
last year.
jail?
Yeah.
How long?
I was only there for 4 days, and I was supposed to be there for a month, but the judge changed it to house arrest. You know when they like put like a computer on your ankle? Not a computer, it's like a
Yeah, it's
ankle
bracelet.
monitor bracelet like that.
It's a computer. It's a chip. So basically, if you walk out of a certain area, there's a whole center that monitors where you're going, and know exactly where you are, and it
They
goes on.
watch you.
Like how is it? Wait, did you go to juvie or you went to like straight up jail?
Juvie, but like
It's jail for his
it's the
age.
same thing. Like juvie and jail look the same, just jail has adults, juvie has kids, but they look exactly the same.
So like, was it scary?
Yeah.
What did you think when you like went there? What did you think? Like,
I'm like, the first thing I thought is like, how did this even happen? Like I knew why it happened, like because like the joke and all that, but I was like, why? Like why would they do that?
well, so my cousin, he used to, once he likes doing graffiti with like spray cans. He's like 12 or something. Once he like did a graffiti on my grandma's like spray can over there, and like the police came and saw it, and he had to like, and his mom and dad had to pay like a $5,000 fine.
Mm. So unfortunately, something else happens with juveniles. Not only juveniles get in trouble, their parents get in trouble too.
Like what?
Like they have to pay $5,000 fine for the kid because the kids are minors. So adults have to pay the consequences just as well. That's not a pretty sight. So we move to self-evaluation, to be in an environment where that can be kind of sort of daily basis. But my question to you is, being in that environment, you first walk in, being uncomfortable,
Wait, I
how
have
do
a
you,
question.
hang on, let me finish my question, How do you promote your persona? What do you do? What do you say? How do you kind of sort of manage yourself within that environment? Knowing that you're not like them, but you're there, so to speak.
Like you're asking what I do in that school?
How did you carry yourself? What did you do to manage yourself in that environment?
I guess just don't really like get involved in anything I was doing. Like, you could obviously make friends with people, like chill with a few kids that have done like horrible things. But
Mhm.
it's like if they ask you anything, like any of that you want to join this game that I'm in, or like do something after school with me. So don't get involved in like a personal life like after school thing.
Exactly, because like you don't know if they're, because in the school, of course, you're not going to be armed because you're not going to take that but at home, you know, they can have whatever they have at home and then come to that alley and just.
Yeah, they could. In other words, once you're out the door, now you can have weapons. Now nobody checks you. So some of the kids do have weapons afterwards, after school?
Yeah.
They do, right?
What?
Have they asked you to join some things along the way?
I've been asked before and somebody tried to sell me drugs before.
In school.
Yeah.
Imagine this, you get checked and you still get drugs in. So yeah, that's kind of a reality, kind of normal reality, right?
Because
Did you
people,
ever like?
Wait, let him finish.
because the people, like, I guess the security, it's mostly like the district requires them to frisk you down, but they don't really like care about it as much. Like the guy just takes machines with like this, and back.
As long as the metal, there's nothing
Yeah,
to
like
kill
I
you with.
always see people like bringing like vapes and weed into school and like drugs and like a knife or something.
Yeah, shank,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
shank.
'Cause
And-
there's blind spots where they don't frisk you, and that's really
Correct.
good.
Correct. And sometimes shanks can be made out of plastic, hard plastic, and it'll look just like a knife. Yeah. So yeah.
Wait a minute. So like, I have two questions. Did you
Sure.
ever get sold a weapon? And did you get ever like bullied or like so?
Oh my god. So I didn't I could obviously like in that school if I really wanted to I could buy it off of somebody, but I don't because I don't want to get into that. And about like your second question, there's like always like somebody, like I don't know if you know what the word means, like mugged. You know, like
I
robbing
play-
somebody.
you know,
There's like people
yeah.
like if you wear something
No, I
nice to
play
school.
Spider-Man 2 in my thing, and there's like thugs getting mugged.
So he knows the words
I
from
don't
video
know.
games. This is a video game reality. Yeah, finish your question.
So
Say-
in
listen.
so in the school, you can't like you could wear something nice, but like you gotta know how to like keep it on yourself or like protect yourself because there's gonna be people that like make a living off of robbing people and like once before somebody like I was wearing like this regular like polo hoodie and I was just like walking to lunch and this guy comes up to me and like puts something against my hip. He's like, "Give me the hoodie," and I'm like, "Alright, chill out." And then like as soon as that happened, like the dean comes out and then the guy like puts it back in his pocket and walks away.
So he was threatened with it with a chain.
So I was like I was basically robbed, but not really.
You didn't give him the hoodie, did you?
No.
Yeah. So yeah, because you gotta carry respect.
So,
And that means being aggressive sometimes.
In this
Sort of.
other country, there was like these knives that are sword. You know that one where you can like, it's like this, and then like there's a knife inside.
Yeah, I know.
And you can like flip it around.
It's called butterfly knife.
Yeah, I had like so many of them, but I lost them. So I
Like a
had taken
fake
my
one?
stuff. One that was metal, and one that was like.
Because like real ones that are like sharp or elite.
Yeah, no,
Super
one
sharp.
was sharp. One was actually like sharp.
So Aiden, I want to ask Michael a
I had
question.
it in it.
Hang on, we're going a little bit on a tangent. I want to ask Michael a question.
Wait, what's the time?
We're almost done. So, question that I have for you: you hear this information. What do you think about your issues regarding what you hear today?
Dwarf.
Hmm?
Dwarf.
Dwarfed?
No, but I no. The thing is, I think that this is a way more important topic than what because
Well, no, I'm not, it's not a matter of importance. Every topic is important. I'm just curious about your perception. Your first time here, you hear this information for the first time. We're kind of sharing a lot of the stuff that the people deal with, and we haven't shared some of his stuff. But do you mind if I
Yeah,
say it?
No, I can say it.
Okay.
So I I hit people because I don't know how to use my words that much. So I get aggressive and I don't know how to control it. But sometimes I do control it either way. I just want to because I just want to. So.
And it sounds contradictory because he's speaking quite well, isn't he? Here he speaks perfectly, but when he goes out in the real world and deal with the kids and teachers, he can't do that. He becomes very aggressive kind of a thing. Okay? If you want, your choice, being it's your first time, do you want to share anything of your issue? It can be anything you want. It doesn't have to be too personal, that may be something that you're dealing with, that may be kind of like, you can gather from people.
No, probably not today.
That's okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. No.
Sorry.
In this environment, it's very open. So you can't be forced to say things. If you feel like talking about it, if you want to connect, it took a little bit to even express himself because we had a little bit more people at the time, and he wasn't forthcoming with all the information either. It took a little bit while before he even was able to even express more what happened.
The only thing why I'm saying it like out is because he already knows it. He already knows it.
Correct.
So
And
you don't know it.
correct.
And then because I've been on you like two.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. A few times, yeah. So,
Few times
right.
with my mom in like his office talking about like what I do in school.
But it's different when you speak in a group. When you speak individually with me, that's one thing. It's a little bit easier because you kind of sort of in a secluded environment. When you're talking in a group is a very different thing. It takes a little bit of bravery or courage in order to express and then other people to hear what you got to say and maybe learn from the other people because everybody's issue is just as important. Right? Okay, so last thing before we leave, before we close the class. What did you get out of the class today most important for you, whether physically or psychologically? We'll start with you since you've been here for a while. most important thing for you?
I definitely forgot how to do like the 12 basics, so today like I got
Remember them? Okay, cool.
What do you mean?
What did you get out of the class that's most important for you today?
Like
anything.
Anything. Physical, psychological.
Something that somebody said or like something you know you did like after like
well, I didn't like know all these stuff that like everyone's telling me right now, but like I know that it's hard expressing like stuff because I express it like right now. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Michael.
Well, this is actually my first time doing karate. I did my first class. I learned how to do a little bit of karate. For the first time.
What about discussion-wise?
It was very interesting talking about your topic. I don't want to like say it like as if it was some like entertaining amusement, but it was just really. I think it was really interesting talking about it.
Kind of open your eyes a little bit? Sort of?
Yeah, no, more or less. Well, yeah, and it's interesting talking to you. And
So, meditation, close out with meditation, breathe. Same process as before. Okay, we have more people than actually much more, but we give pluses and minuses. Plus means you're doing great, minus means you're kind of need to catch up on your stuff with the physical, psychological, and all this stuff. So obviously you're all pluses. This is more advanced class, more older class, so it doesn't matter. We also give certificates for the best karateka in class, whether it's physical, psychological, however so. So it's kind of a sort of a traditional, fun thing to do. You point to somebody, accept yourself, you cannot point at me, to who's somebody who you think deserves a certificate by doing something more than the previous or just doing something extra different. Okay? So like this class, yeah. So on the count of 3, point to the person who deserves a certificate. Besides me, I can point, and do not point to yourself. 1, 2, point. Oliver, you got it. Got 2 people. Awesome. Okay. Everybody up? Physical stance. I know, feet it said it for a while. Okay, Kenya Dojo, martial arts. Left hand, bow. Thank you. Class.